this afternoon, folks. Catching the 3:23 bus to get a victory lap for today. Because like I say, when I don't ski for a few days, I start to get a little restless. So we're going to catch the bus, take a quick Gandhi run, and do a victory lap here. So the bus is a 15-minute ride from Alpine, and as long as I get on the gondola by 4, life is good. And I'm going au naturel today. First day of the season. I'm no gloves, no gloves, folks, no helmet, no goggles. I'm gonna have a nice chill lap today. Try to feel one with nature. All right, stay tuned.
31 to Westland Village. Next stop, Gondola Transit Exchange.
Can I just sneak past you there real quick, my friend? Thanks for the ride. Cheers, everybody. All right, so Wacom or Whistler? That's the next question. The idea behind a victory lap in the afternoon is you get shit done or you sleep in, and then you rush to the Gandhi before 4 o'clock and get yourself that sweet ski feeling real quick before the end of the day. And today with the au naturel, I'm really stoked too. The wind in my hair. People are already at Dublin's here. Oh yeah, it's the Ski and Snowboard Festival this week. Sunny afternoon, I'd go back home, but oh wow.
That's right, I'm a sucker. Happy and free, ooh, wash over me in the lane. Happy and free. Watch over me. Happy and free. Watch over me. Watch over me. In the land. Happy and free. Watch over me. Come on and watch over me. Happy and free. Watch over me. Watch over me. That's right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Whistler. Lola White, Michael Wilson, I'm Chelsea Johnson.
Alright, so it's 20 to 4. Seems like that was a good show, but I got other plans for today. Looks like there's an after party too, so maybe we'll check that out tonight. Tomorrow is the sedan couloir race and the slush cup, so I want to check both of those out on the 12th. Today's the 11th of April. 3:43, I think. Yeah. And I'm still rolling. Perfect. Get my own Gandhi at this time of day. I love it. Ready? Can I sneak through? Thank you. How are you? .45, perfect. I might even get a garble lap into if I get up here quick enough. I think this is what, like a 20-minute ride or something? And there go the doors, folks. We're locked and loaded for a victory lap on Whistler. April 11th, 3:45 p.m. A good day to spend this day. It's a little rainy down here in the village, although the rain has stopped. Which is part of the reason why I decided to go natural. It's really warm, so I figured, well, no gloves. I don't really need gloves. And got my old daily drivers. Just running pretty light today. No sweater or anything like that. Just I like to do this. Just a nice shirt when it's breezy underneath my ski suit. Vents closed today. Vents all closed up, and just my fleece pants. And then this. So this Tipsy Elves shout out. Very waterproof. It's just a great design. It really pays a tribute to the classic ski suits of the 80s and earlier. I love the inside pocket. It's great for my phone. This pocket here is great for my wallet. I can put my ski pass in here. I keep a ski key in this one, and it sits off to the side so it doesn't bother you when you're skiing. There's vents on the legs. There's vents under the arms. This is just an all-out good product. Tipsy Elves, thank you so much for making this. And at the end of the season, they sometimes do 50% off deals and stuff. And this thing is just a solid product. I got it for a goof for spring skiing like 2 seasons ago, and I put like every day this season, well, so 70 plus days I put on this damn thing, and it is such a good suit. So thanks, you guys. I see you guys have like party sweaters and other kinds of crazy shit too, so I might check you guys out. Anyways, tipsyelves.com, great company. Yep, so we're gonna have a nice victory lap today. This is cool, this whole commitment to zero thing they're doing. I don't know if it's feasible or not, just looking at it as a devil's advocate engineer, but I like the idea, you know, double think, just say it enough and it'll become true, and then pass it off and divert it, and come up with an excuse as to why you weren't able to meet your carbon goals. But anyways, I just like that they're thinking about it, you know, it's a start. But yeah. I don't have a whole lot to say today, and I don't want to make my podcast into just me rambling. I want to try to express current events going on. It is the Ski and Snowboard Festival right now, which is a bit of a big deal. That was a cool show that we saw there, just briefly. And yeah, so I'm going to check out tomorrow the sedan couloir race, because I'm really into that. I need to learn more about it. Maybe next year I can participate in it. But then there's the slush cup, which is always a ton of fun. So I'm going to get footage of both those events tomorrow on the 12th, which is the Friday of April, and it's going to be fun. And I'm excited for Gaper Day this season, so I'm going to do it up real good. I hope that I can get maybe a bit of a crew. And I also learned about this thing, like the tribute to JP Oakclair, who passed away in a skiing related incident, and everyone's going to like meet up and then shred hearts. So I don't know, I hope that wasn't today. So I'm going to look that up too, because I'll definitely get some footage of that. So anyways, from beautiful Whistler, We are heading up the Gandhi. We're gonna take a quick victory lap. I'm au naturel today, no gloves, and it's gonna be fun. And what I might try to do is try my hand at landscape, just to contrast it, and you guys give me some feedback. Ideally, I'm probably gonna set up a GoPro when I do this in the future for skiing, and then keep the phone for when I'm doing, because I like the versatility of the phone. And people aren't thrown off guard because they think maybe you're just texting or you're FaceTiming. Everyone thinks I'm FaceTiming, and I do like to ask people and let them know I am recording. I tell them, yes, like this is recording, I'm sharing this with people, do you mind? And I try to stay vague, because if I told them I was trying to express something like almost like a podcast or TV show, they might be a little weirded out. But I don't really know what this is quite yet. So for anybody who is not familiar with Whistler Blackcomb, that's a nice place to ski. It's huge, really, it's huge. I'm trying to show it to you on the angle that the mountain really is, because it's kind of hard, because for people who come here, they don't realize the mountain is so like, see, like this is a little mountain in itself. Like Whistler Blackcomb is just so huge, and then you ski over this to access Surprise and Shill Slope in this area, and then the waterfall is over here. You see it from the base of the peak, but then on this side with like Christmas tree area and stuff, one of my favorite places to ski. And then there's this whole West Bowl area kind of thing, and you know, and then you can commit to Peak to Creek. I just started seeing that this year, where you go off to this area on a POW day, and it's like, this area is just so huge. It's like 6 regular ski resorts in one. And then, you know, on a, like I say, I love Garbanzo because nobody skis there really, and then you get some real nice cruisers here with your GS skis. And then, you know, Whistler Village Gondola, you get a victory lap. Crabapple is really fun, you know, like someone told me long ago. Like, it's just a nice cruiser. You know, this whole area is so nice. The Red Chair, Emerald, I'm a huge fan of all these. You know, it's just like, it's like Grouse kind of. This is like a real stylish, like well-designed area. Harmony, it speaks for itself. Like that part of the video where I, you know, come out of Burnt Stew and then you see this whole area. It's just like so beautiful. Symphony speaks for itself. My first run on episode 1 was over the top from the peak, over the back, and then link back in up by Symphony, down that way, over the top where those little rollers were, and then through Lower Sun Bowl, and like spit out. All right, I'm just gonna ask the lifty real quick if I can close the door. This is usually what I do when it's like 4 o'clock. It's currently 3:52 on April 11th. Trying to make this a bit more informative and a bit more documentary-like. I'm gonna talk a bit more about that dude who's kind of like, so I guess I have to let it open first, maybe? Let's close this up real quick. Hopefully that's not a problem. I asked them last time. Go ahead, Mike. I just said I'm making a phone call. So, yeah, this is alright. It's 3:52. And I might even get a gargle lap. Oh, you're going the wrong way, buddy. You're going the wrong way. Going the wrong way. Anyways, back to my little description here. That's Whistler. Symphony is fun. I wish Symphony was a little bit shorter. And my old man actually just got himself some AT Alpine touring boots, so I did one run here in Food this season here, a short lap. But I have my gear, but I need my skins. I heard G3s aren't good to go for, so I'm probably going to look at some other ones, but give me some tips. And Fluke is great. I did a short hike in the short part of it, and I've done it a little bit past too, packing. But ideally I do a skin track, so stay tuned for that. I'd like to do a little bit here before the mountain closes. So the skins, I just saw the G3 event where I could get cheap skins, but I hear they're not good, so anyways. Alright, we're exiting the mid-station at the moment. The mid-station. Let's see. Oh, the snow's starting to melt now. I guess that's what happens in April. April 11th, folks. Slush Cup's going to be fun. It's a little rainy here. I love when you hit this cloud layer. Maybe we'll have blue sky over top. We'll see. Got a valley cloud. It's always cool. I love systems and just all of this kind of stuff. Weather. I took a at-sci course as an elective, atmospheric science, when I was in science in second year, and it was kind of cool to learn about adiabatic pressures and all this kind of crap. Anyhow, that's basically my little summary of Whistler. I wish Symphony was a little steeper because it is good terrain. And then when you get over to Blackcomb, of course, the gondola, you guys saw that the other day. This is a fun area. I love Seventh Heaven. It's just like I said, my all-time favorite places to ski. and the Everglades, anywhere in there. Like Feet Banks said in the peak, he says, just go anywhere like skiers right of 7th on a pow day, and you'll find the kind of stuff that dreams are made of. Shout out to Feet Banks. I like your call on that. Anyways. Blackcomb Gondola, the breakdown gondola is new for this season. I kind of like it now for victory laps, so I'm on board now where I wasn't before. And yeah, Accelerator I love for buzz cut, one of my favorite runs of all time because the afternoon sun hits it real nice. And yeah, Glacier I don't ski too much, but I tend to ski over to it from or the rendezvous. I cut over and then ski the bite and the staircase and stuff. But yeah, on pow days before everything else opens up. But I prefer to go to Crystal, really. It reminds me of the Okanagan because I grew up skiing Big White. I like Sun Peaks, I like Silver Star, I like Apex. I had the privilege of going to a lot of those in the ski and board club through UBC when I went to school. I did a little bit of the gray zone up the chimney. That was kind of fun. And of course some spankies like over the years of being up here. One of my favorite areas is of course the Glacier because it skis really nice dry snow. It reminds me again of the Okanagan. So this whole side of the mountain I like. And then Seventh Heaven is one of my favorites of all time. And yeah, I think I even like these like little bottom runs here too, like Mainline, Gear Jammer. I just love to ski, like really anywhere. And then of course the Magic Chair, the Yellow Brick Road. That's how I got so good at skiing switch because I put in, oh, it's snowing up here. Switching to snow. That's kind of cool. Oh fuck, I'm going au naturel. Oh dear. Now what? Oh well. I'll just ski slowly and stylish. See folks, you can't underestimate the mountain. The mountain is a cruel mistress. Here I thought I was going to get a nice victory lap day, but it's snowing. Well, I like to see the snow. This makes me happy. Alright, I'm going to call it for now, my friends, and we're going to ski this lap, and then I'll head back home on the bus. I might stop for a bite to eat at the taco shop or something first, and a second cup of coffee. Okay, everyone. That's my little summary of the mountain. I hope everybody else enjoys Whistler Blackcomb. Shout out again to Feet Banks, School Marm. We're School Marm. Right here is a great little run to avoid Green Line. Love it. Great contours. Feels like you're kind of like on a snow cross track. Anyways, I would tell you more about Whistler Blackcomb, but I really don't want to give away too many of my secrets because then where am I going to ski? It's a busy place, and if everyone knows the good spots, then there's no good spots left. This is the Blackcomb Glacier back area that you can access from Spankies. And like I said, the glacier itself is open in the summer. Showcase T-Bar, Horseman T-Bar. And they run a lot of cool things here. There's snow there year round. It's snowing. Check it out. Oh yeah. I didn't bring my helmet or gloves because I was gonna just do a nice little victory lap. It was sunny like a second ago, and then I came through the clouds. Now it's snowing, so that's all right though. All right, guys. So I'm actually pretty happy here because it is snowing. I was pretty freaked out for a second because I'm like, ah, shit. I don't have my goggles nor my gloves nor nothing, and it was kind of wet, rainy snow once I got through that cloud layer. But now it's actually light snow. I don't know what the temps are right now. I didn't even check before I went out. I'm a bad alpinist today. I just thought I was gonna get a sunny victory lap, but you know what? This is gonna be fun. You know, I'll let you know, it's gonna be kind of like having a shower. I'm gonna try to get on Garbo too if they're loading. Oh, the Gandhi is slowing down. Bum bum, ba-dum, ba-da-bum, bum 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 bum. Yeah, it's a nice day. This is fun. This is like in Donkey Kong Country. It's always snowing and sunny. All right, everyone. I'm actually really excited. These conditions are great. It is 4:07, and we're gonna do this up. And I'm gonna try a landscape shot this time. See how we like that. I watched some GoPro videos my friend made, and her videos are a lot better in terms of capturing the experience. So she also uses a selfie stick from time to time. or a ski pole mount for a GoPro, which is kind of like the same thing as a selfie stick. I like how they put like, not French here, but other languages.
Y ahorita me aprendo bien las cosas.
I'm gonna have to cut a chunk out of my pocket here. I don't know, figure something out. Put it on my forehead or something. That's a nice thing about the SE, it's a small phone. And it doesn't bother me very much to hold it. This grippy little rubber case I got, it's like holding a tire. It sticks in your hand. And now I back it up a lot, so if I do drop it, it's not gonna be the end of the world. Oh, what a day. The snow is great. Where's the sun? There it is. This is cool. Alright, what should I do? What should I do today? What should I do today? Well, first of all, unstrap these. Oh yeah, I was gonna go horizontal. I just like the natural look of the vertical. Let's see how this works. Should I do a park lap? Yeah. That car gonna look good too though. What do I do, you guys? Alright, park lap. And I don't have any protection today. This is like no condom and you just met this random person. Nobody here, this is great. I don't want to go too big though because I don't have my helmet on. Can't see anything either. Hold on. Yeah, I just want to have a casual lap. I shouldn't have bothered park lapping it. Just larve around. It's cool in the snow though. Can't really spot my line. This is like the bad throw. I used to say bad throw, which means like, hey man, I'm usually better than this, but here's my excuse. What? This is why I'm not cool today. When usually I'm better at this kind of shit. That's bad throw. It's fun. Used in a sentence, bad throw, man. I usually don't do that kind of shit because usually I'm wearing goggles. Bad throw. And it's like signifying when you're a kid, you're trying to go for like baseball practice and you fuck up and you're trying to explain to your coach, hey man, like take a chance, I'm usually better than this. See, the problem with a GoPro would be that you can't see what you're recording while you're doing it. Check in. don't need a shower after this. Should we go in the Enchanted Forest, my friends? Maybe we will. The Enchanted Forest. This is kind of fun. Yeah. Enchanted Forest. Uh-oh. Yo. How's it? Oh. Okay, we're all right. That was nice. That was fun. All right, my friends, so I'm gonna batten down the hatches because this has turned into a pretty serious little spring storm here. Batten down the hatches. Here we go. Done? Oh yeah, they're done. Olympic time. Now we're gonna go through the fog layer. Into the fog! My eyes. I'm like crying. What a nice day though. Should have just brought the right gear. Snowing on the 11th of April, pretty heavily too. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to regular recording portrait style for now because it's easier to hold the phone. I hope that was cool. We'll see how that looks. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I love this part of the run. That's exactly why I ski. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you just ripped. That's a good run. We're gonna just do that now. I was gonna explain ski yoga too, which is something I like to do, especially if I haven't done yoga for a while. Again, restorative. So you kind of think about those concepts you learn in class while you're skiing. You let the body hit the mountain, absorb it, and then feel certain areas of height, and let the force and the energy it hits from the mountain, like, work your back straight, and like, yeah. It kind of like, marks, it looks like. And then when you get to a cat track, you can really get into it. So that's ski yoga. Oh, the groomer, nice. What's she doing? Maybe the other way. Yeah. I don't think he'd be going where all the people are. Oh, I missed Garbo. Maybe not. Yeah. Whatever. My eyes are sore anyways. Today's not in the middle all day. We're under the cloud layer now though. That was fun. Good victory lap. Alright, so my hands are kind of cold and I also want to ski with poles. So I'm going to put this in my jacket and see if that works. Right in here. See if I get a decent shot with this and don't lose my phone. See how this goes. See, I hold my poles like a gi grip now. And it works better because I can control the pole better. I'm really trying to parallel my jits and my skiing because they pair so perfectly. West Coast life. This is fun. Look at the golf course is cleared up too. Phone out again. I wonder if my lens is gonna fog up. Like the golf course, I don't even see it. That guy's got some good form. Good heel drop. Nice and even. Wonder if my lens is fogged. Whatever. Let's just go through it. I really want to, what I'm going to do is mount that thing on, anyways, for now, what I'm going to do is try to get my spray here. Because now with some moisture in the snow, this is going to be perfect. So I'm also on 10% battery. I might lose you guys, but let's see what happens here. Rain's back. That's okay though. I don't mind the rain. Refreshing. My eyes are better now too. It was mainly the wind and the cold. See, I like it because it skis almost like a pow did. Look at this. You can slarve around. We're at the the village. It's and they're setting up for the Ski and Snowboard Fest here too, the big air event. And it's just a good day to be alive. So yeah, I'm gonna hit the bus, go back home, have a bite, and on my day. Bus ain't here yet. Good day. Good day, good day. Sounds like it's bumping at Longhorns. Good jams. Isn't that a drum sampling? Or is it live? Oh, it's probably live music, that's why. Yeah, totally. I thought that's going from Longhorns. I was gonna say that's a great jam. Is that my bus now? No, it's Cheeky Miss. Oh yeah, 30. Okay, gotta go. Tipsy Elves. It's a wet day, but I'm dry under this thing. Thanks to you guys. Ski suit is epic. It's a wet day, but I'm dry as a button under this thing. It's a great product, like a garbage bag. Thanks, Tipsy Elves. I've worn this every day when I skied this year, and it's been nothing but awesome. So, thank you. They really like to put ladies on all these sports gear marketed towards men. Weight reduction. Weight reduction system. That's the WRS logo. I love it. Shout out to Rossignol. Your skis have lasted longer than my car. Like my cars. This set of skis here I bought when I was 16. I'm now 28. That's 12 years. And I ski them so hard that I even broke the bindings that were on them originally and had to put these on them off the afterbangs. Shout out to Rozzy, you guys make a great ski. Seriously. Alright everyone, so today we concluded that a victory lap when you catch the 323 bus can still be a reasonable way to roll and enjoy a day on the mountain. A lot of people think that I'm crazy when I catch the bus at like after 3 p.m. and say I'm going skiing. And they say, what's going on? Like, what do you mean? Like, it's too late, man. You missed the day already. In fact, you even see a lot of people end up going home already at that time. They're heading down the gauntlet when I'm heading up, and I'm closing the door so I can have a nice casual ride up. And nobody bothers you, and that's what's so nice. Like, that's what I love about skiing, is like, you can do it yourself. You can do it with friends. You can... There's so many avenues. You can go backcountry, you can do park laps, do early morning groomers with your GS skis, you can tour. You really don't get bored when you're skiing, that's the thing. There's nothing in my opinion, that is more stimulating for the day of skiing. And these boots for me have broken in so well that they're almost as comfortable as my Sorels. They're a super comfy boot. Shout out to Lang for making a nice boot that I have enjoyed also for a long period of time. I don't know if these ever break, ski boots, or if they just keep on trucking. I'm really not too sure. If anybody in the industry knows, give me a heads up. I rock a Superfeet in here. I told a guy about this earlier this season. What Superfeet is an insole that gives you some arch support, because if you've got a foot like me, these are some, I think these are my icebreakers. Yeah, I've got a couple pairs of socks. Make sure you get a good ski sock, everyone. It makes a big difference. Like I said, I got 6-toe pain because I got a wide foot, but basically I did a couple mods to my boot and it's been fine ever since. But the arch support is big with the Superfeet. The Superfeet gives you really good arch support in Soda Stream. Yowza. Oh yeah, I gotta fix my sunglasses. Gotta get me some cheap sunglasses. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Yeah, ba-dum, bum, ba-bum. Oh yeah. I should open that blind actually after we have a little soda sippy. Sorry, Peak, I've been so busy I haven't read your recent issues. And I gotta do you too. British coffee tables. It's the afternoon sun there. Yeah, it's a wet one in the valley today, which I like. It's refreshing. Very refreshing. I didn't have to take a shower now. I got like a nice nature bath here today. I feel nice and fresh. Shout out. 2700 Kelvin LED bulbs are a great light for inside your home. 2700K. The 3000s are far too bright. I do run a 3000 out here, a dimmable, but I have yet to put a dimmer in the Easy Box. So, time being, this light just runs super bright. It lights up essentially the whole yard. It's 100 watt equivalency, and I don't know how many watts it runs in total. Sorry guys, I'm an electrical engineer, so I'm a bit of a nerd. You've seen some of my hippie stuff, you've seen some of my redneck stuff. Now you're seeing some of my nerd stuff. And if you don't like it, you don't have to tune in. I'm not forcing anybody to watch this show, but I do appreciate your patronage. I'm kind of a weird guy, so this is a good way to sort of show me in the flesh. And a lot of people think I'm weird if they meet me like just one time and I say something kind of offbeat. They're like, wait a sec, like, what's wrong with this guy? But when people get to know me for years, they realize I'm just a bit of a goofball sometimes. That Korean girl or whatever that does the food thing, that's pretty funny with their jerk chopping and do today. Oh yeah, I'm all over this now. I love Need for Mirrors ever since that show. Thank you. Well, that was a good day of skiing, and yeah, I was going to check the events for tonight because this is tomorrow, my friends. It's going to be so much fun. I'm going to film it. Yeah, my whalers, on the other hand, I love these skis first and foremost. I'm not hating on DPS. I really, really like you guys. This is like the most fun ski I've ever ridden in POW, hands down. I had a pair of Super 7s by Rossi, which were a great ski, but they were 195, so they were a little long for me, and they were also a very heavy ski. They were the Supers, so they had the Titan all in them. So they were really stiff charging ski, and I loved them. I had them for 3 or so years. I bought them used. But then when I got these, they were just redundant because DPS, like, my goodness, these things are phenomenal. Let's see if I can get them balanced here. I love these skis. I bought them, they were a demo pair, and I got them with the Freechy free rides on them. So I'm hoping that I can enjoy these for flute and get myself some skins. They're a great ski. What I love about the Whalers, these are the carbon, or the hybrid version. So they're a combination of fiberglass, carbon, and bamboo construction. And they're a little heavier than the Pure 3 and the newer models. I think they call them, not Advantage, not Alpinist. What do they call their new line that replaced the Pure 3s? It'll come to me. They're called Alchemist. But I like these just because they ski. RP is Resort Powder, the 112 RP. And these are the dimensions. They're a great dimension. The 112 underfoot is just perfect. I wouldn't want it really any wider because I don't like stepping on my skis. Okay, no damage. That's all right. And unfortunately, though, this happened. I just got these done too because that's what I was going to say about durability. That's why I originally started talking about DPS. You guys aren't as durable as the Rossies, but it's a much lighter ski, and you don't charge on it like you do with the other ones, and it's softer. It's got like some nice flex to it. It's of course a full cambered ski, so the contact of the snow doesn't really start until like, you know, around there or something. It's got a good dish to it. I really like these skis. But like I said, I got them fixed because my sidewall blew out here. And shout out to, I'll put their name up right here. I don't remember it offhand. I know the guy's name was Nathan. He did a great job of fixing the ski. He actually took the sidewall right off of it. The Freechy free rides I also fucked around with and broke a pair once because I was pretending to telemark, and I tried this on the hill. And that's not a good thing to do, folks, with your Freechy free rides. So don't do that. What was good was that, well, this part broke when I was doing it, the metal, kind of like what happened right now to my other bindings, but they did have a replacement one at Escape Route in Whistler here, so it worked out real nice. But I am excited to do some flute bowl with this, so give me a shout out what skins you guys like, because I'm going to get a pair of skins for these, and then I'm going to acquire my backcountry beacons and other stuff, so next season I'm ready. And then these are the ones I'm going to take to Wedge Mountain. So anyways, course shot this season, early this season. This was in November. And I fixed it a little bit myself. The plug is kind of coming out a bit now. But it did do like a bit of a redneck repair on it that's held out pretty well. Just with some Boat Life 3M sealant that's good for water contact. So it does, you know, it would slow it down. It's not a proper base sealant. But I just kind of ran it across there and did a quick fix. So I will need to probably visit Mr. Nathan again, but I know I tend to cause other damage. This is just top sheet. They're a good ski, but like I say, I just don't feel like nearly like they're gonna hold up like my Rossies have. But they're just a different style of ski. You're not skiing these like you're skiing the scratches. And like I said, they flex a lot more because you ski them like a boat or a jet ski where you're just going through now and they're just like and they sit right there on the snow, so they're just constantly, and the tips don't lock up because it comes to a pin, and then tail is nice. It's not a standard pintail like my Rosie's were. It's a bit more like a twin tip, but it just pops up nice. It doesn't sink. This ski is a great ski. Thanks, DPS. You guys made a great ski. I really like this thing. Well, it's April 11th, so that means this has to come out soon too. Maybe in episode 3, we'll play with this next week. And while I'm in the garage, I might as well just compare the GS skis to the Rosies. They're full camber too. Compared to the DPS you just saw, where the snow contact starts about here. As you can see, these are a traditional full cambered ski, which I like because they're powerful. And if you have to edge in, you can. They're not true center mounted. They're a little set back, but I prefer it that way for all mountain skiing. These are true center. Anyways, yeah, these guys are like 2x4s. They've got such a high sidewall. They've got this like reinforced like carbon fiber bit on it. It's like riveted in, and it doesn't flap around. It's like it's a 176, I think, whereas I ski a 178 and everything else. So it's more or less the same size. And they're like a 2x4. As I said when I showed you guys these on the Gandhi, they flex. They flex decently and they turn and they flex. These don't F around, is what these do. And the binding actually floats along the ski, so it keeps you in the optimum like sort of flexing point of where the ski weight needs to be applied. These things are like a tool. They're a purpose-built machine. And these edges you can like kill people with. They're a little dull now at the end of the season. These are the kind of ones that I should try my honing steel on it from my cooking knife. No, get it done properly. Shout out Tipsy Elves. Great ski suit. Great product. Alright folks, so it is currently, we've had a little bite to eat and some soda, and it's 6:15. I'm just kind of chilling here today. What I'm thinking is it might be kind of cool to actually make this episode 2, even though I'm actually filming this on the 11th. And I currently have content for quite a few episodes right now. Yeah, I've got content for, like if I go to my new footage, I've got quite a bit of content in here still. So this would more or less be like episode 5. But I'm going to make it episode 2 just because it's kind of cool that now the Ski and Snowboard Festival is going on, and then you guys can kind of be in tune. But I'm just going to see here because there's also a few events going on tonight that might be fun to check out. And then I'll make episode 3 include those because I have another couple fun nights out where I meet some people, and I'm going to show you guys that for like episode 3, I guess, then, because this will be episode 2. So let's have a look at what's going on tonight in Whistler. So we currently have... this would be pretty cool to check out, the old school hip hop thing. And that's tonight. This looked cool. These all looked really cool. There was that filmography event too going on. Open mic at Hunter Gather. Ooh. Karaoke Thursday. First Nations performance. Oh, there's a lot going on. Oh my god. Okay, what about Justin Whistler? Ski picture taking bills. A lot going on. And in terms of tomorrow, I'm excited for the Slush Cup and the Sudan race. Where's the Sudan race? Should be on Sudan Couloir Extreme race. Damn, she's hot. Oh my goodness. Wow. What a powerful woman. Big air party. Oh, that's tomorrow. Okay, good.
After a 16-year hiatus, the legendary Sudan Couloir Ski Race Extreme, presented by Kokanee, is back.
No one cares if someone in a costume crashes.
You gotta survive the top.
So I should wear my ski suit.
We're up pretty soon, and the hearts are starting to pound. The adrenaline's pumping. Ah!
This is tomorrow, folks. Check it out. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
For me, it was a very big day. And I was very happy to see
Well, there he is.
competitors when I saw
There's
them.
Sylvain.
It was like when I skied the first time in this couloir.
It was really awesome to just be in the start with all the ladies today. Everyone was so stoked to go, and it was just like such a good ambience, and it was just a fun day.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to race it, and obviously I was way too young. And it was pretty cool to be able to win the first one back, and having Sylvain here was kind of the icing on top of it.
Keep up with all the action on WSSF.com.
42-degree angle. Huh. True test of fitness, skill, fortitude, and valor on snow. Update. With a mix of spring conditions on the way this weekend, we've opted to run the Sudan Couloir Race Extreme on Friday, April 12th. Sudan Couloir Race Extreme, Friday, April 12th. 11 a.m. is the race start at the Sudan Couloir. So that's and this I'm also really interested in. I can't make it because I'm busy on Saturday, but I'd like to check it out in the future. This Deep House Whistler Yoga at Whistler Bounce, which is at noon on Saturday for anyone who's interested. It just seems awesome. Like this looked like a grand old time. I just heard about this through Facebook here. Man, what a great idea. Because I love dancing and I love yoga. And Deep House is sick too. So when was this one? Oh, that was on March 30th. So they have done this. Okay, cool. So the one on the 12th here tonight. That looks awesome. Take some footage of that. Oh, this looks good too, though. Starts within an hour. Keep that in mind. This, of course, is tomorrow. That's another great one. That's happening, I think, So I'm going to cross over on the gondola, the peak to peak, and then try to catch a little of this too, because this is happening at Whistler. Yeah, have you got what it takes to charge through spring snow and send it across the slushy abyss of icy slush pond, preferably with style? Yeah, of course I do. I would love to do that. Superhero outfit, vintage onesie. Do I have the right animal suit? Vintage onesie, superhero, budgie smuggler, in which to get budgie smuggler, which to get the job done. Prizes for best costume, best trick, best wipeout, and more will be up for grabs at the annual fan favorite event. Oh fuck yeah! So that's at noon. So I might try to go over there at 12:30. I'll watch like an hour and a half of Sedan, and then I'll hit this beside the Roundhouse Lodge at Whistler. I bet the peak to peak's going to be a busy gondola tomorrow. This will be fun. So everybody, we're going to have a good time tomorrow. Yes, we are. So I'm going to that for sure. I think I've already, yeah, and Gaper Day, yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, the last day of the season for Blackcomb is the 22nd of April, and then Whistler's open for another month into May. But then at Longhorn, yeah, basically you just get hammered and dress up funny, wear tie-dye and stuff, and then ski around all slarvy. So it's going to be fun, and then this is the after party. Ed Wynn is one of like the local DJs, I believe. I haven't seen him yet, but this guy as well. This thing is good from what I hear. Anyways. Gaper Day, I want to go to that. So they produce a film in 72 hours. Post-production trickery, exotic locations, superstar talent, and big budget advantages. Not in this filmmaking contest that levels the playing field, rewarding originality, skills, and talent. Oh, I should do this. That'd be kind of fun. I'm just going to check it out this time, though, considering I just have been a filmmaker for like 5 days now. Something for the future. So I'm going to that too. Good. Yeah, Skicast. You guys should all check it out. This video links to, or this button just links to the first episode. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Everything Skicast related will be posted here, like episode 1, and then I'll also, of course, post it to YouTube, and I'll put it on my page as well, too, when I do that. So, anyways, Skicast. Just Blaze, what do we got here? Illo and Rich A, Doors 9, Garfs. Is that tonight? What's tomorrow? Okay, that'll be fun. Alright everyone, so I did upload my footage from today, and I'm going to try to edit episode 2 here. It's going to be fun, and I'll try to post that before I go out tonight, because I would like to check out that hip-hop set. So we're going to get editing. I should mention my X Mini real quick here. It's a great product. Come on. Oh, I accidentally unplugged my computer. I talk a little bit about Mountain Magic or whatever that was. There was another set coming up, but I'm going to try to... I'll talk about that on the next episode, my friends. This is probably going to get long. I'm going to try to keep these under an hour, so they're a bit more palatable for everybody. Just my surveillance system, so don't try to break into my house, folks. If I don't fuck you up with jiu-jitsu, then I'll just show the video to the cops. Breaking into my house. Anyways, this is the X Mini. It's a great little product. I've taken this to the beach. I've taken it everywhere. They're super light. They close up. The thing coils up. And they sound great. They have great bass response. And they're so small. Like, come in a pack of 2. I got them from, not DigiKey. It was somewhere in Richmond. But let's just try and see how it sounds here. Because I find it quite impressive for a little machine. Actually, yeah, my computer's going to start back up again, so I'll click back in. Give me a sec. Mountain Kush, it was called, from Peak Leaf. And I opted not to try it last time. I haven't tried this one yet. They're an indica dominant hybrid. So, yeah, I'm hoping it'll hit like the strains that I tend to enjoy. So we'll see what happens here. want the regular micro USB? Kind of jumps around a little bit too. The X Mini is a great tool for your adventures and fun. And it closes right up and it fits nicely into like a pocket or your car or a cup holder, and yeah, they're just, it's a great little device, the X Mini. So maybe a little more fucking around, because this is kind of for this episode, and I kind of like that I'm doing this all in one day. The filming, the editing, the skiing, the fucking around after, all of this is done within one day. And this is kind of cool because this is sort of like almost like a Rogan style live podcast then, because you're getting the content the same night that it was created. So it's I like that. I like that aspect. Need for Mirrors, shout out. You guys were great, or you were great. This was just the other night at Tommy Africa's. He was playing, and I went around midnight with a buddy of mine, Ethan, and we had a grand old time. There was the women there were just like artwork. They were so beautiful. We had tons of fun boogieing. Thank you, Need for Mirrors. And now I'm looking up your stuff, and I really like this mix here. This is perfect for skiing, and I'll probably be using it in an episode in the future. So this I was just kind of screwing around with, kind of producing like a, you know, low frequency oscillator kind of effect. But this is just my Bose controller for the speaker system. I like the speaker system from Bose. I got it from Best Buy years ago. For any country fans, I recently met this girl, and she's just a lovely person, and she's very intelligent. I've had a good time talking to her, but she's a country fan too. I'm a recent country fan, so this is sort of my country lineup for March. A lot of it is breakup related stuff, so don't worry, I'm usually not that big of a pussy, my friends. But a lot of this is kind of fun, especially in the morning when you're having coffee. And then some of this other stuff here. Oh yeah, this is just stuff. Some stuff I might use for the podcast. Some tracks I like this month. But anyways, I said I wasn't going to F around too much, and we just rolled over to 2 minutes. I'm looking the clock right in the eye now. And I know it's 7:35. I want this edited and posted by like 10 p.m. tonight so I can go out at 11 till about 2 in the morning. That's my goal, and I still would like to eat a little bit more before I go. So, let's see here. And I had my coffee, so I'm nice and wired. And that Mountain Kush, shout out to Pure Leaf. That was really nice. I'm still, we had that maybe, like 35 minutes ago, and that feels great. It's almost like a cup of coffee. I'm just real sensitive now. Like, I probably fucked around with this because of that. Like, it's just, I'm feeling real alive. Thank you for that. And that was a nice little bowl. I wouldn't want to have too much because it is quite strong. But that was nice. Good taste. Very fresh. So thank you, Pure Leaf. Shout out to you guys. Legal licensed producer from City Cannabis Dispensary, one of the 3 federally legal dispensaries in Vancouver. Shout out to you guys. They're on Robson Street in downtown Vancouver. The last thing I want to mention is I've never done any like DJing or producing or anything, but I have drummed for years and years of my life, jazz, ensemble, and I love just drumming and rhythm. And you'll see I'm going to fuck around a lot in these kind of episodes. I like syncopated beats, and I'm just like really into it. So I might actually produce a little bit of my own stuff just for fun, and then I might use it on this podcast, especially if I run into copyright issues. So I'm thinking that might be a nice segue for me to actually produce some music. So anybody who wants to reach out, especially the local DJs, Cashflow, Morel, all you guys, like, you guys all produce great sets, and you seem to do it on the regular. So if anyone wants to shoot a little Facebook message or something and just say, hey, here's a good software to start with, or I don't know, I like to screw around with things, as you see with this podcast. I just do little projects and stuff. So anyways, this guy I looked up about 5 years ago when I was really into playing djembe, because anyone who drums, when you go to the beach or hang out with friends who have acoustic guitars and stuff, you can't just bring a drum set with you. So Turbo Chicken, I think, was the guy's channel. Filipino style Turbo Chicken. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Sean Turbo Chicken, is this you? Low battery. Uh-oh. Whatever. I'm just going to upload these last 3 clips here. Is this him? Oh, is he playing Kayon? I'm going to subscribe right away. I actually like this guy. So a Kayon is a good choice, as is a djembe, because you can play along with your acoustic friends and it gives you a place to sit when you're at the beach. Yeah, this is perfect. I'm glad he has a Kayon here. You're really talented, dude, by the way. Nice, dude. Well, it's good jamming with you, even though you're not actually here. But anyways, I want to get into stuff like this, so I might get a Kayon. That kind of sold me because it's got a great snare tone. I'm just going to quickly do a quick snip over once. Because I got to get editing soon. It's almost 8 o'clock. Well, it depends how long it takes this to upload. I should be able to edit this in 2 hours. All the content is basically what I've already recorded, so I just have to slap it all together. Yeah, he does some cool djembe stuff, which is what I wanted to originally talk about. Because I like the djembe. It has good bass tones, good snare tones, good hi-hat tones. You can play like drum set rhythms very well on a djembe. This is a Remo style. I like the goat skin ones because they have a deeper, richer slap tone, more organic sounding. So I'm going to play that after, but let's watch him do this first. This is a Remo djembe solo contemporary earth demo with Turbo Chicken. Shout out. Maybe we can jam someday. Come to Whistler. Come for a visit. You can also do like cool sounds with the djembe too, and it's easy to pack around. I actually had one. I'll put a picture of the one I had later. But the problem with that one is it blew up when my camper van exploded. More on that in another episode. So I figure if I record some stuff like this, then I can feature it when I'm skiing, and I can actually design my productions and my tracks to match my skiing. And then the whole production, soundtrack, filming, skiing, talking, voiceovers, editing, the whole production is all by me. And I think that's super cool, because that's like the epitome of entrepreneurship. See, listen to those deep tones. Some hip-hop beats. It's gonna be fun tonight too. Hopefully I see some people there. I'll try to do a couple recordings and then post it on episode 3. I just love that ring too. It's almost like the ring of a Remo snare drum. That was cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, buddy. Good jam, dude. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna get on djembeing. I'm gonna buy like a nice goatskin djembe, and I'm gonna enjoy some djembe jams. I'll bring it skiing with me and on the chairlift. You can get mini djembes too. They're fun. M-I-N-I, the djembe, M-B, djembe, djembe. It is an African style drum. Respect. There's some really cool African drummers too. Oh, mini djembe, so this will be fun. Oh yeah, this is the kind of guy I want to see. Maybe this one. That looks more like the djembe I'm thinking though. Yeah, here we go. Oh, that bass tone, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Pardon my language. I'm gonna try to swear less to make this more palatable. But occasionally I drop an F-bomb, folks. Wow, this guy's amazing. Good for you guys. Anyways, that's enough for djembes for today. I'm glad that you guys stuck around for that. I'm going to edit this now real quick, and we're going to get back to posting this. It's now 7:49 on April 4th, or on the 4th month, which is April, and it's the 11th day, 11th of April, and we're going to go out tonight to the Hip Hop Old School show at GLC. We'll see how that is. All right, everyone, over and out. Thank you for tuning in for episode 2. Watch episode 1 if you haven't already. Like and subscribe on Facebook and on YouTube. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a lovely day. All right, one more distraction. It's 8:11, so I still have time. But yeah, not a whole lot of editing done. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys, while we're on the topic of music, because like I say, I'm going to make these podcasts a little bit like, occasionally we'll do a few fun things here and there, different things. But while we're doing music, I want to discuss the hang drum, because you can make these out of barbecue tanks. So let's just watch this real quick. Who do we got here? Well, that's probably a long one. I want to actually watch somebody doing it, but she would be cool to watch. Solo hang drum in a tunnel. Ooh, yeah. This is exactly what I'm talking about. mascot's pretty cool. It's like he's playing with somebody's balls, but it sounds cool. I want to see the actual barbecue tank hang drum. With a propane tank. Alright, you were great, dude. That was cool. Let's do a shout out to him. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna queue you up. And then we're gonna subscribe to you, because that was cool. I'd get on that. What else does he do? Yeah. Cool, dude. Daniel Wapples. Cool. Onina sung. Oh my goodness. You were so awesome. I recently just found you because I like Only One by Millennium and you feature. You only have 1,000 subscribers. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You are so talented and so good looking. My god, this song. You are so... Oh god. Good for you, Nina Sun. Like... Fuck, this girl just knocks my socks off. She's so real. If you ever come to Whistler to perform, my goodness, you can sleep on my couch any day, girl. Ooh. I gotta sit back a little bit here. Oh my god. Gotta take it easy. Whew. I'm knocking shit over now. Anything or anyone.
If I lay
Here, if I just lay here,
would you lie with me and just forget the world?
I don't sing at all, folks. No vocal training. I just love Nina Sun.
Don't quite
She
know
provokes me to sing.
how to say
How I feel. Whoops, I had to recharge my phone here, plug it in. So let's continue here. What a smoke show.
those 3 words. I said too much. They're not enough. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Get what we're told before we get too old. Show me a garden that's bursting into life.
Yeah, Nina Sun. Oh baby.
Let's waste time chasing cars around our heads. I need your grace to remind me to find my own.
Yeah, what a line.
If I lay here, if I just lay
Hopefully the phone doesn't die. We gotta. Oh yeah, Nina Sun. Me and just forget the world. Yeah, girl.
get what we're told before we get too old. Show me a garden that's
bursting into life.
all that I am, and all that I ever was here in your perfect eyes. They're all I can see. I don't know where, confused about how as well. Just know that these things will never change.
So powerful. Jesus. Look at this girl. Oh my god. So real. So real. Between you and that turbo chicken guy, man. Got some serious talent here on the podcast tonight, and I didn't even invite any guests. Oh, look at her. Oh boy. Oh man, I feel like she's sitting right here with me. What a sweetheart. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Okay. I gotta. Oh, deep breath. Okay, anyways. Goodbye for now, Nina Sung. This guy, I was talking about the propane hang drum. Okay, that bothers me because I usually don't do typos. Even though I've already typed it, I kind of OCD like that. Anyways, our buddy here, propane hang drum. So you can make the...
it's a homemade hung drum, which they're sort of a flying saucer shaped thing, but I've carved into the bottom of a propane tank. You gotta make sure to start with a new propane tank. When you're asking around at the department store, like what kind, hey, what's the best kind of saw blade to cut into a propane tank? You get some pretty, like, no, you're an idiot.
That's great.
This is what it sounds like.
Wow. Oh yeah. Ben Reed. Cool, man.
Wicked.
That is wicked, guys. Wow. Huh. Cool. Very nice. I'm on board with that. And there's one, oh yeah, another cute girl that I saw when I was just Googling for the propane drum. So I haven't watched this yet. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, look at you. Oh, you just make my heart melt. You could sleep on my couch too if you ever wanted to. I'm a pretty respectful guy. I would just look at you. I wouldn't touch you. Man. But she's not doing much. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, what a sweetheart. If I could get her playing that and Anita Sung singing next to her, I would just like lose my shit right now. Kind of like this. I probably shouldn't do this. This might be too much for me, folks. much. I love this podcast. I would never otherwise do something crazy like this. Wow.
Before we get too old, show me our garden that's bursting into life. Let's waste time chasing clouds around our heads. I need your grace to remind me to find my own. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the words? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Show me your garden that's bursting into life. All that I
Alright, now I
am.
really gotta get to work. This might not get posted tonight, folks. Let's be honest here. Okay, I gotta subscribe to you. I don't know who you are, but Yuki Kochimoto. What else do you do, Yuki? Okay. Oh yeah. I'll check out some of this stuff. 91,000 subscribers. Alright guys, that's it for tonight. Back to the work. We're gonna try to check this out tonight. It's already gonna start because it's already almost 9 o'clock, but it goes till 1 a.m. So I don't know if I need tickets. It said something about tickets, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. That was a fun day. Yeah. All right, so this is the Mountain Magic thing I was talking about there too. That is going on Saturday, so 2 days from now. Today is Thursday.
Bad ones with bad behaviors. Find me in the party with the favors. I'll be with the party favors. Doing the night like lifesavers. Open the night lifesavers. Find me in the party with the favors. Doing all the party favors. I'm with them like lifesavers. But bad ones with bad behaviors. Find me in the party with the favors. I'll be with the party favors. Doing them like lifesavers. Open the night lifesavers.
So we'll try that on Saturday too. All right, everyone. So the episode 2 has been finished. I have finished editing it, so that's a very good thing. But the night has kind of got ahead of me here, so we will look and see. I've had 3 brews tonight here. I had one of each. Well, I'm finishing up my third. Shout out to Craft Lager, Parallel 49. Like I said, I lived in that area, good place. Port Moody, I visited you recently, and my ex and I argued at your brewery, but you had really good beers. And this con leche, this milk stout, is really, really nice, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. So thank you. And as I said, a podcast is going to come out where I talk more about these 3 brews that I picked up at the liquor store by Independent. Shout out to you guys. The Premium Pilsner by Strathcona is a great brew too. So we will talk more about brews in a further episode. For now, I'm just trying to let you guys know that episode 3 or 2 is finished, and I will be posting it. Well, I want to post it right now, but the problem is Windows Movie Maker takes a good 45 minutes to compile a video, and then after I do that, it'll probably take another few minutes, probably about 45 to an hour and a half for YouTube to post it. So the Skicast episode number 2 is finished, but we need to compile it and then post it to YouTube, and it's currently 104. And as I mentioned, I also want to check out, that hip-hop set from tonight is probably already done. I'm going to probably assume. So let's see here. Facebook. But there might still be a chance at 105 if I were to get into the village by 1:30 that I might enjoy something that's going on tonight, because it is the Ski and Snowboard Festival. So we know that there are people frequenting Le Village. So we will see what happens. For now, Alice. Oh, you're a sweetheart. She's such a cutie. I think she recently started skiing too. I probably shouldn't do this on the podcast, but I think I recently commented on her the other day where she got into skiing. So let's do a little feature on Alice. Somebody I met at UBC, and she's a fun person. I'm still rolling, that's good. Yeah, Alice, cute girl. Where are you skiing? I remember recently something where you were skiing. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I should probably edit this out. Where were you skiing? God damn it. You were skiing recently. I know you were. Because I was stoked. I'm like, oh shit, I hope you're in town. Maybe hang out. There it is. Instagram. Okay. Alice was officially a proud skier. She had a glorious 3-day weekend in Japan, which is cool because my goal is to ski in Japan before I'm 35. So anybody who knows somebody who lives in Japan or lives in Japan themselves and enjoys to host guests, please do so, because I would love to spend some time in Japan, particularly in Niseko or the surrounding village. All right, folks, so we've resigned to not having episode 2 posted for Thursday. It's going to be Friday morning, and then there'll be episode 3 on Sunday. But for now, we're going to try to go out and see what's going on with the Ski and Snowboard Festival. So let's take one more rip. Of our nicotine. And then we will go put this in our pocket for now until another time. And then we'll have a quick rip again. Shout out to Mountain Kush. You guys are legit. Good day to be alive. Ooh, yeah. Do some shrum for tonight. And I don't have any ice shots, unfortunately. Very bad bartending etiquette of me. I don't think I do, at least. No ice shots. So tonight I'm gonna have to go with non-ice shots. I like to have a shot before I go out. It's almost like a toast to a good time, if you will. And I worked in a vodka room, which I'll talk about in further episodes. For now, we have Schramm. I'll go into depth in it later, but it's a potato vodka from Pemberton, and it's a really nice vodka. So we're gonna have like a nice UBC, SFU, UVic. So we're gonna have a UBC size shot today, and we're gonna chase it with something simple. And we're gonna go out, and one of the chases I'm gonna use is gonna be a Listerine in case I talk to anybody. It just kills any bacteria that's in the mouth. For the chase, next to the pocket pack, started by the UBC garnish hidden shot. Here, let's do that. Oh, that one's gonna give me some trouble. Let's find a better walnut for me to crack. That's a tough nut to crack, literally. All right, folks. So you crack your walnut open and get a good. I was a bartender. I'll explain that again in some further episodes. We're gonna take just the kernel, the heart of the walnut, and we are going to put that into the peanut butter in the spoon. And I'm actually, okay, real quick, I might miss the bus, but I don't care, I can just sleep too. I'm gonna quickly top it with milk. So what I'm gonna do is just put a little bit of, oh yeah, I'm just gonna caress it like Bob Ross caresses the canvas. So I've made a nice garnish for our shot here. I'm a bit of a nerd, so I'm gonna have some fun with this. So it's peanut butter, there's a walnut freshly cracked, and a little coconut oil. That's I'm gonna warm with my fingers real quick so that it starts to, yeah, it's starting to melt already. Perfect. I'm just gonna create my own things. People can use this. If I see this show up at 21 or not 21 steps, 3 below on ladies' night, if I see this shot show up, I'm not gonna be offended because I'd be honored, in fact, if you guys used my creations. And if you shout out to me, then that's great too. So I'm gonna have a shot real quick here. It's gonna be yeah, it's like 1:20ish in the morning. Then I gotta quickly walk down to Alpine. So we're gonna do this up real quick. Oh yeah, I got my Listerine too, so I'll be prepped to go out and talk to some friends. Yeah, UBC style, UVic, SFU, and UBC. So all love, all love. Ooh, yeah. It's like mashed potatoes. Schramm, we'll talk about them later. Now we chase it with this. Just cleanses the palate. I do another one later where I throw in salmon, wild salmon. That's fun too. I'm gonna wait a bit and I'll put this on. Cleanse my palate. That's sexy enough for Thursday night, right? All right, let's go. So, yeah, I just called a cab because I did miss the bus. Well, there's no way I would have made it to Alpine in time for the bus, so. I don't want to show you guys too much about my surveillance, so we won't talk about that. But it's 1:41 in the morning. Thursday? Well, early Friday now, but I consider this Thursday. But the taxi should be coming somewhat soon. Alright guys, so I'm really excited tonight because I just got the call from Whistler Taxi and my cab has arrived. And I'm really excited because the woman in question tonight who's driving me, her name is Yanina. And Yanina had gave me a ton of advice back about 1.5 years ago before I went to Banff. When I worked here full time, 5 days a week as a bartender / vodka room host at the Barefoot Bistro. Shout out to Scotty and everybody else, Colin, everybody else who gave me like a straight up education, because that place is a very high class establishment. If anybody's having any conferences in Whistler, I would highly recommend that you check out the Barefoot Bistro, because in 2008 they had like the head chef of Canada fucking work there. They're a sick establishment, man. Like, they have a wine cellar in which you can saber your own bottles of wine. They're a great establishment, so Barefoot Bistro, check them out. It's a shame because I was also running a landscaping empire at the time, so I kind of also missed a few shifts. I missed 2 shifts, and then I told one of the coworkers that if I wanted some lip from him, that I'd better off unzip my fly. And obviously the manager didn't like that because he knew the fella, and they were like, that's not a good way to talk to your coworkers. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna peace out. And then my cunty ex-girlfriend and I went to Banff, and I lost like close to like $10,500 of my savings doing that little fiasco for 5 months with her. But I love her. I've only fallen in love like 3 times. Anyways, I gotta meet Yanina, who's the cab driver tonight, and she's really awesome. So let's have fun talking to Yanina. I can sit up here, yeah. See, I have bad cab etiquette because occasionally I will sit in the front, well, most of the time, and then one guy told me, he's like, buddy, you ought to be sitting in the back. You pay for the cab, should be sitting back. And I'm like, well, why? I want to see the front because I like to drive. And he's like, well, like, what if you like, he's like, buddy, man, like, you sit in the back, you go on your cell phone, fucking put your headphone, do what you want, buddy. I grew up in Vancouver, Richmond area, so like there's a lot of Sikh cab drivers, and they were really cool people. A lot of really good knowledge that I wasn't exposed to in the Western school system. But anyways, I'm really excited to see you. Your cab smells like dog shit, by the way. What's going on here? Like, do you have some bros in here? Like,
Are you serious?
Yeah, the cab smells really bad tonight. Like, you need to.
It must be coming from the engine because I haven't had anybody in here for over an hour.
Okay. It's not. I don't care because like, but I'm just saying like. In fact, I'm gonna crack the window just. Oh, that's it. Just a little bit.
Shoes.
See, I'm just going out tonight for a
good.
victory lap. Like, I skied this afternoon, a victory lap too, and last time I saw you was about a month ago, and I had my ex-girlfriend with me, and you gave me some really good advice because you went to Mexico with your family, and I thought I'd never see you again because you were a big part of my life about 2 years ago, and I worked here for the Barefoot Bistro. And then all of a sudden, like, I ran into you with my ex-girlfriend because she was here randomly. She worked for Manning Park for a little bit, and then she came to Whistler for 2 weeks, and now she's working full-time for a forestry company in northern BC, and I never see her. And we had an argument. We hit it off for like 3 days again, then we had an argument, and it was the same style of argument that like caused me issues before. And it's the reason why I left Banff after I moved there with her. And I love this girl, and I've only fallen in love 2 times before that in 28 years of my life. And then I fell in love with this girl, and there was, I'm not going to go into it, but there was a lot of situations that didn't really make sense at the time, but now they do. And I'm like, man, this girl is like she's like an ungroomed forest. So like, she has so many problems, but like, if I gave her time, because like, this is just my life, you know, like, and she loves to snowboard, she's really good at it, and I really love her, like straight up. Like, I love her. I loved this girl when I was 21. I fell in love with her at a music festival. It was a long distance thing. It didn't work out after like a little while. I still think about her from time to time, but like, that taught me to be a man, you know, and overcome it. And
That's 2 long distance relationships really help us.
it's hard, man. She was on the island. It was hard. I was doing my schooling at the time. I had to focus. I'm going to the Village. My intention was to see this hip hop set that was going on till 1 o'clock at Old School Hip Hop at Garibaldi Lithco, but I think that's done. What I'm doing now, Yanina, I hope you don't mind. I don't have your face in the shot, and I've used your name, which is a problem too. But I have 3 minutes worth of recording. I'm filming a bit of like a podcast. So what I'm trying to do is encapsulate the idea of mountain life, because I'm here and I'm taking a bit of a gap here. I'm 28 now. I did my 5 years of engineering. I also went and worked over a decade in Richmond. I'm at a point now where I realized I've been here since August and just done my life. And I realized how many cool people I've met and how a lot of people benefit from this in the same way that Joe Rogan, the fellow who was on Fear Factor, produced the Joe Rogan Experience after he became a fight commentator for the Ultimate Fighting Championship, the UFC. And then when that became viral, he became viral. He had some really good information. He has great guests, and he podcasts out of his studio based in California. And so I live in Whistler, and I realized how great like where we are is. And this phone I have, I just got it recently because I smashed my other one. And this one here is really good with the camera. Like, the camera is really good quality. And so what I'm thinking is like when I ski, I just sort of like screw around like this, I enjoy myself, and it allows me to express myself artistically in a way that allows me to express what I'm doing day to day, and it becomes that's where I'm at. So I hope, first of all, do you consent that I'm not going to show your face, but do you consent that like this recording is being put up maybe on YouTube, like for episode 2 of my podcast? Is that cool with you? Yeah. And then with that in mind, anything you say further, I would love to talk to you again in private, because you've given me a lot of really like philosophical keynotes that have really changed the way I look at things at a keynote time that has helped me like make the decisions at those times when I was really chaotic. So what I'm saying is like I really appreciate you, and I just want to let you know that right now this ride is recording. We're 6 minutes and 18 seconds. A lot of my old friends think I'm dead too, because I've just fallen off the face of the earth because I live up here and I've been encapsulated by like the mountain life. And I just want to show people how Whistler converges this congruency between city culture and life, and yet flavors it with mountain and peppers it. And the mountain is just so beautiful to the point where like you're just alive when you're here, and like driving, and how I want to get a job operating equipment, and how I'm building my couple businesses here on the side, and how I dissolve my business to be with a woman, because love is just as powerful as skiing in a way. It makes you feel alive. And so Yanina, I'm really happy you picked up, because I called somebody named Mike, and he drove me about 3 nights ago, and he gave me his personal number. We had a great conversation too. I didn't record it, but I said I always like talking to cab drivers because they have a really good like perspective on life because of the amount of people that they talk to in life. That this is being recorded. I'm gonna put it in my pocket and my face it this way so it doesn't show your face, and you can let me know if you've read anything recently, because for anyone who doesn't know, I'm gonna call you Jay. I don't want to say your name anymore on the podcast, but Jay has a lot of very insightful conversation topics that she's engaged me with over my 2 years of patronizing her cab business. So I would like to, and she also lets me vape in her cab, which is like super cool too. So shout out to that. Also shout out to Castro Cigar Shop, who offers Whistler vape lines, great lines of liquid for your e-cig. Get off smoking, folks, it causes cancer. Anyways, Yanina, if there's anything you want to say tonight while you're on the air for the next like 2 minutes that we're in the cab here, I'm going to pay up our tab, and then let me know what's up. Do you have anything like going on in your life? Now you're back here full-time from Mexico, which you were for like quite a while, and so what are you up to now? Like, what's life like? You live in Pemberton, right?
I'm actually in Lillooet, so even further away.
Okay.
I'm amazed at how you're focusing your energies into something that you love and something you'd like to make an income from. Not everyone is able to accomplish that, so.
Well, my logic is that people can make 50 grand a year posting videos of their cat in the morning. So I'm like, well, if I can encapsulate mountain life and show what makes me happy, and this is like an antidepressant for me. Like earlier today, I do a victory lap up on Whistler, and I show that like you can enjoy yourself in only an hour of time, just skiing at 4 o'clock for an hour. And I'm just trying to show people how I live and like why it's so, you don't have to reach to pharmaceuticals to enjoy life. That's what I'm trying to say. And just like moving through this life and physics and appreciating things, philosophy, and things that you also vibe with. And that's why I'm really happy that like you're on board to be a part of this, because from time to time throughout the months, I'll probably end up talking to you just because I'm going to run into you like this, and I'm happy to be back. Is that like you have the intelligence of a 30, 32-year-old because like you've worked through your shit since 25 when your cerebral cortex fully matured, but yet you still have the body of like a 22, 23-year-old because you haven't peaked and fallen yet like you do when you're 34, 35, to the point when you're like 45, 50. So like I'm at a point now, that's why like this, like I've done things because of this podcast, even just filming like 3-4 episodes now. I've only posted the one that started on Sunday. I'm trying to do one every Sunday, and then occasional second ones, like for this, the Ski and Snowboard Festival. This is going to go up tomorrow, including today, April 11th, my little victory lap, and then getting some work done, editing this, coming out, meeting Yanina tonight, and then whatever happens tonight, I'm going to get 2 slices of pizza, and then I might cab back actually. So I did actually ask Whistler Taxi when I did ride with Mike 3 nights ago with my friends. I tried to call you, but it's on my old phone. So I would like, do you have a business card again that I can grab? Because even tonight, because I might actually, if you're not already hired, within half an hour or 45 minutes towards an hour, if you're not already heading back to Lillooet, I might call you at your direct line, and if you can drive me back to my home, I'd be so on board for that. Because even with my ex, you gave her a couple lines that night, like, you're like, yeah, like, love, like, seems to come back to people's lives, and at that point I was really feeling her. I was like, man, she's back, like, I'm better now, she's better now. But then I realized she's not better. She has NPD, she's narcissistic personality disorder, and she just looks for supply from people, and she's not gonna, and it shifts. It's biological, and it's sad, because I realized, why wouldn't it be? Because she's a viable person. She can get people like me who are gonna give her that supply without the demand I put on her. So like, but yet you saw her there, and like that night she loved me, I swear. Like I slept, and we didn't hook up, but like I cuddled with her, and like I just felt her soul, and I'm like, you're back. And then within 3 days we had an argument, because we were now drinking at Twin Sails in Port Moody, and then we had a big argument, and then like it went downhill from there. And she hasn't talked to me in 3 weeks, so I just stopped after 3 weeks. I expressed my love to her. I told her like, hey, this has only happened a few times in my life, like I really do love you, like be in my life. I know you're working a contract gig for the next 10 months and you're going to be gone in like northern BC, but like come back after. Like, you know, she snowboards really well, and we had a lot of fun like the last 2 years, and before then I met her through school at a ski and board club where we were like going to the Okanagan and like raise hell and ski and shred hard and drink and like have fun, and that was in our youth. So I know that she's a legit person. I love her parents, I love her sister, they're all really good people, and I'm just so sad that this happened on a stupid argument, because essentially what happened is that we were out having a tasting rack. So we went out because her dad has Parkinson's, and I was going to go back to Whistler that night. She lives in Burnaby. Do you mind if I talk to you a bit? Is this cool? Yeah. And she ended up saying you should stay, and I'd already stayed at her parents' place 2 nights, and that was after everything happened in Banff. And so I wanted to get back home, but then I decided to go and stay with her another night, and then the morning after I'm like, okay, I booked a bus to go back to Whistler, but then I called the bus and they were able to reschedule to the morning after at 6:10 in the morning. So I went with her to Port Moody on a SkyTrain farther out inland from Vancouver. She's in Burnaby, which is even farther inland from Vancouver. I'm from Richmond, where the airport is. I met her at UBC. And so we go to Port Moody. We go to a couple. The idea was to go to this Parkinson's walk, in which like her dad has Parkinson's, so you donate $10 each person, so $20 goes in, and then you get a chocolatier, 6 chocolatiers who pair 6 chocolates with 6 craft beers at this establishment in Port Moody on the water side. And I'm like, man, I'm like in love with this girl, and like this would be a lot of fun to do. So we went and did that, and she's having like financial tough times, so I'm like, I'm gonna treat you to this, let's go do this. So like, so we had fun, and like we did it. And then I learned that Port Moody has that walk along the water side that has 4 or 5 like craft breweries. So we ended up doing the walk, and I got like pretty lit up. But here's the weird thing, there was like a swinger couple who tried to like get us to insinuate to come back to their place. And then like I talked to my ex about it, and then I was like kind of down, because I was like pretty fucked up, but like not really, because I just want to see her. And like I knew I was going back to Whistler the next morning, and I had to stay at her place. Anyways, long story short, we argued, she ditched me, and then like I haven't talked to her since. And like she fucking took off. She's working in northern BC now for 10 months. She doesn't give a fuck. She's a narcissist. She doesn't care. Like I'm out of her picture now. Like in fact, the only reason she really talked to me in the first place, after like a year and 4 months of not talking, is because she was up here for 2 weeks to work at a temp agency until she started working in northern BC. So she just fucked me around, jerked me around. And now I just said like straight up, hey, like I straight up love you, like just so you know. And like it's been a year and 4 months, and I haven't dated anybody else, I haven't been compelled to, because I still think about you. And it's cool with me because I'm working on myself until I'm 30. I have some goals for myself. But like for now, I still think about you every day, like at least once. And it's not a problem because I've internalized it. But like I still think about you, just so you know. She doesn't have the decency to calm my heart and tell me like, hey, I don't love you, or hey, like she just walked on with her life. And now I'm in a lot of pain, but like I realize I'm in such a good place that I ski and listen to tunes, and I come out and do things like this, and the podcast, which is still rolling 16 minutes in. This is all working out really, really well for me. It's allowing me to express myself artistically in a free form, long form way, that doesn't involve any censorship. Nina, is there any parting wisdom that you have for the internet tonight? Like, just because of this collective sort of platform that you've been bestowed upon by doing your job tonight? Like,
Again, I'm just gonna repeat that I'm very happy for you that you are focusing your energies into something that not only will give you money, but that feels cathartic, like a venue for sharing what's on your heart. But the last
I like the devil's advocate.
right?
I like this. Yeah, I like
the
this.
last
Perfect.
conversation you and I had, do you remember what I asked you?
Could you refresh me? I was pretty, by that point I was probably 12, 13 deep, so you're gonna have to refresh me. Because I love that little girl. God damn. Oh, yes.
I said that somebody that's intelligent like yourself and a deep thinker, you had an opportunity to talk with your girlfriend, and I asked you if you thought that perhaps alcohol had been a party to
yeah.
to
And you asked if I'd be willing to stop consuming alcohol if it were to benefit the relationship. And I said yes, I would, because alcohol is only an accessory to my happiness.
because it would add to your experience tact.
Yeah.
When our brain is dealing with the toxins, tact kind of goes out the window, and yet that's who you are, is your thoughts, your feelings, and then how you project that, right? And so alcohol doesn't help us project our feelings and our thoughts in a way that will be a nice sounding board for somebody else.
I totally agree, because I've said a lot of horrible things that wouldn't be provoked had I not had a drink. And the good thing about alcohol is in the right set and setting, like any drug, it can be something that's fun and therapeutic to enjoy. But like, a lot of the time that's not the situation, and most of my situations, maybe I can count on one hand, like maybe 4 times where I'm like, man, I really regret drinking that night, and like I would like not drink at all to pull back the lemonade things that happened. It was one of those things. I don't want to expose her on this podcast because she doesn't want to talk to me, so I just don't want, like, because we had a problem in Banff where like the landlady called the cops because we had a loud argument one night in my room, and the cops, because in Alberta they have like a domestic dispute assault kind of like thing that they really push. So the cops, the 3 responding officers, decided to push their paradigm and try to push this as assault. And I'm like, I didn't hit this girl. Like, what the fuck? Like, I just told her to leave my room because I paid for this room and I came here with her to like get away from like our current situation. And anyways, I'm not going to get into that too much, but long story short, I ended up having to spend $5,300 on a lawyer to defend myself for assault, which I won because there was no evidence against it. But because of their paradigm, that's what happened. I might not post this tonight, folks, because like this is like pretty heavy and this is only episode 2. But this is what I'm trying to get to, is because I have nothing to lose by posting this. I'm independent enough in my own situation that I have nothing to lose. I have no company to like stick a dick in my ass and like, you know, pardon my language, but like I can say what I want. And I'm really inspired by Joe Rogan, who's the MMA commentator I spoke about earlier, who runs a podcast and now has 5 million subscribers. And because of the income that he made doing the podcast, he was able to create a really good quality supplement company and sell good supplements to people for MMA and for training and just for general life goodness, which inspires me because I live in the mountains, right? So like that's kind of what I'm hoping that I can bring what he's doing in California to Whistler, because it's a similar platform. Comments for us tonight, Nina? I'm just looking for my wallet.
Onward and forward.
Onward and forward. Fuck yeah. Excellent. Well said. Very well said. Anything else?
Let's do this again.
Again?
Yes.
Could you repeat? I didn't quite catch that.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again, yeah. I would love to talk to you long form for maybe 20 minutes. Like, yeah, maybe tonight. When did your shift end tonight?
5 o'clock.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I'll be around.
Yeah.
Did I get your business card here? Or?
I did give it to you. Do you want to check that you have it?
If so, oh yeah, I feel it here. And your cab does smell like shit. I just smelled another whiff of it and I was like, ooh, is that me? because I didn't shower today, but I also like skied a victory lap where I kind of had a shower because it snowed and then rained, and I like groomed myself all nice, and I've been rubbing myself all nice while I've been editing. So I feel pretty good and fresh, and like my balls don't smell tonight, so I'm like, well, I don't really need to shower. But then I smelled this cab, and I'm like, this smells like a locker room. You know,
I'm gonna check my shoes.
Yeah, you should check those shoes. No, it doesn't smell like dog shit. It smells like literally like this seat, but it's a leather seat. It smells like a cloth seat. Like I dated somebody once, and like her car, we kind of violated it a little bit too much. Pardon my language.
I don't need to know that.
This was in my youth.
And now you're old.
And now I'm an old like geezer at 28.
Stop.
How old are you again, Nina, if you don't mind? Don't forget you are. This is recording, so you don't have to say it. Like I'd respect that if you didn't want to say it. I'd respect that. Okay, fair enough. Can you give a range? Are you in your 30s or in your 40s or in your 50s, Nina?
40s.
No, you're not. You're in your you're like 32, baby girl. Like, I love you. I know you're married and have a family. That makes sense. You're in your 40s then. Yeah, cool. Happy to see you again. This is the second time since I've been back in Whistler since August 2018. Now we are in April 2019. This is episode 2 of the Skicast, folks. The Skicast on YouTube. Look it up. Yanina is a great person. I'll talk to you next time. If you want to advertise your direct line on this podcast, you can, and meet cool people. But if you don't want to do that, I understand. It's probably enough business through just your regular. Again, a side thought: are you an owner-operator, or are you a lease driver? Lease? Okay, cool. That's even because that makes sense because you left, and okay. Yanina, thank you so much. Great to see you again, and thank you. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you so much. I'm gonna see what happens tonight, and we will figure this out. Wallet check, e-cig check. Thank you for the therapy again. I tip you like $5, but I should probably tip you like 100 because a therapy session for half an hour would probably be about that. So thank you, Nina. Have a lovely night. You're a great person. Thanks for being a great arrangement of carbon molecules. You're a lovely person. Thank you. All right, what do we got here tonight? It's not gonna work tonight. I have nothing to I have no pizza to stuff my pocket with yet. What do we got here?
Super great night.
So there's a ski and snowboard festival, so despite the fact it's only just regular Thursday night, I'm thinking maybe something will be going on at 2:10 in the morning. So we'll see what happens, and we'll post this tomorrow. For example, what do we got here? I'm doing a bit of a video log, folks, just so you know. I'm not going to put your faces on.
You can do it if you want.
Yeah? You guys are cute. I'm not going to do your faces just because in case you say anything you don't want to say. We'll keep this uncensored. But what are your names? Like Kira? Where are you from, Kira?
Toronto.
Toronto? Okay, so you're an Ontario escapee. Are you doing like a season, or are you here for vacation?
I'm here for a season.
Cool. And what about that chick? She's here for a season too? Mm-hmm. Cool. And you guys live in the area, I guess? You work here? So you don't need a visa. You're all like chill. Cool. And you're eating a lollipop, which is also cool. I can appreciate that. I haven't had a lollipop in a long time. I use this now, which is kind of like a lollipop. This is my ex-girlfriend. She's a cunt. Pardon my language. But I have to scrape the powder coating off because I don't like the red. It's a silver underneath once the powder coating comes off. But nicotine is good if you don't smoke cigarettes, because if you smoke cigarettes, you get cancer. So it's a problem. Good job. You dodged a bullet. I dodged a bullet too. Who's this guy?
Me?
Yeah. Who are you, my friend? Are you from Whistler?
No, I'm from Ontario.
I'm not putting your face in, just so you know. Like I said, you're friends.
Secretive. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just doing this for your respect. Like she said I could, so I guess I will. All right, we're all good. What's your name, man? Do you want to you guys want to be linked to this at all? I'm just gonna leave you candid. So these are people I met at Whistler in front of the grocery store.
Yeah!
And they're from Ontario and they're cool people. They're Canadians. They don't need a work visa to be here and they're cool people. What's your name, my friend?
My name's Graham.
It's Graham.
Graham? Okay, we got Graham.
So many words. I'm Sam.
We got Sam. We got Graham, Samantha, Sam.
All cats, everything.
All cats, everything? That's like
Cats.
all cat? Like
I'm not
cat,
sure.
Katrina?
I'm more of a dog
Yeah.
person myself. I don't know.
We got a sly and sexy bugger here. All right, let's see. Okay, so where were you guys tonight? Like, was something going on? Like, I know it's a ski and snowboard festival, so like, is that why you guys are here, or like, no, you guys live here. You guys live here.
Garfinkel's.
How many years have you guys been in Whistler? That's a better question.
I've been here for 6 months.
6 months. Okay, so this is your guys' first season here, full time. Yep. And yourselves, same thing.
I've been here for 7 years.
7 years.
I've been
Okay.
here for a month.
1 month. 7 years. She might be lying, and you've been here 6 months. Yeah. I trust you. You look me in the eye, soul to soul, eye to eye, and that's what I'm saying. Is like, I trust a fellow like this. That's good. And this guy's a good sense of style too. So like, any of
You're making your viewers
are those
dizzy.
other Solomons? Those are functional shoes, right?
Are you live right
Oh,
now? Because you're
geez.
making your viewers dizzy. You're literally like,
I don't give a shit because I just do this like I'm basically like I lived here since August and I just live my life. You're welcome. Oops,
What is that?
It's just nicotine.
Oh,
I've
sorry.
se-
I thought
yeah.
it was like a little like JV Weld or something. I don't know. What's your
JB Weld.
Yeah, you know, like.
Are you a mechanic or something? Or oh, you know JB Weld. Okay, cool. I fixed my ski pool when it broke with JB Weld, and it just broke recently again because I tapped my boots with it. But I kind of like it because it's kind of a trademark. So what I have episode 1 I posted on Sunday. I'm trying to do 1 episode every Sunday. Sorry, I'm talking fast. I'm a bit cerebral. I'm an engineer. I worked like 10 years in Richmond, which is where the airport is, and then I came up here because I'm on the mountain. I'm 20. And I just do this shit. I tend to like lose people sometimes, but you're cerebral. You're like on board. You're like running at about 70%. You can do another 30 if I had to, but they're like lost their attention span. Like she's just sucking on her sucker, but they're like, these are cute girls, man. Like, and you guys are having a good time, and it's so warm. Like, do you guys know the temperature?
Maybe like 2 degrees.
No, there's no way it's 2 degrees. It's definitely above freezing.
It's 5.
It's got to be like 5 or 6. How old are you, sir? 25? Good. 23? Okay. When I was 23, basically like from 18 to 24 dudes were all kind of the same, and then 25 all of a sudden it snaps, and then like we figure our cerebral cortex develops. Now I'm 28, and then at 25, but this guy, the way he stands, like you already see that this guy's a solid gentleman. Like he's okay. Like, what's your history? Do you go to school at all, or like are you like what's your situation?
What's your
Like,
SIN number?
now, what's your SIN number? Yeah. I'm gonna. What's your Facebook ID? What's your credit card information? What's your history of credit? You people are hilarious. All right.
I would love
you heard me. You heard me. My parents are like, slow down. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like,
It's okay. Some of us, it's like computers. Some just run at a faster processing speed, but you can cut time to slow down.
Do you watch YouTube
to talk
videos
to
at
regular
1.5
people,
speed? 'Cause
normies. Yeah, you could. I watch them at half or at double speed. Because then I can get more
Whoa,
content in.
you guys are
And same with
really
podcasts. I'll like
She
jack
came
up
in,
my
she's like,
podcast
I
and
can't
audiobooks.
say. I'm like,
So
it's a
it sounds
YouTube
like chipmunks and rabbits are talking to me, but I get so much content in my head because my mind has been trained. Because my parents thought that like going to university and everything was like the way to be successful. So now my mind has just been trained since a kid to like absorb information like a sponge. So I'm just like photographic memory and shit. I'm weird as fuck, but I don't like to tell people that because then people think that I'm like some kind of
I'm
super
the same.
genius, but I'm not. I don't want to be that person. So I just come here and ski because it makes me feel alive. So like look at this place. Like look through my screen right now. Like
See, I
what
live
people
it
are gonna
every
see.
day.
Yeah, you breathe it, and you made a conscious effort to leave Ontario to come here. So like, good for you, Ontario.
I don't think it's on terrible. To be honest.
No, I talked to somebody like 3 days ago about that too when I was skiing, and I'm like, I actually really like Ontario, and I have a lot of friends from there that went to UBC, and I think it's a great place. I think a lot of Canada is a great place, and there's nothing wrong with it. So I like to talk shit about it just for a goof, like for tongue in cheek, but like.
But I have a lot of friends here from Ontario. And I find they all hate it.
Yeah.
And then anyone who's from outside the GTA kind of loves Ontario.
Cool. Okay. And is it only because they've visited it only a short amount of time, and so they have that perspective, or?
No, I like a lot of so like I'm a liftie on the mountain, and I think a lot of my friends are also lifties.
Do you ski at Blue? Pardon my interruption, but do you is Blue your sort of home mountain? Blue Mountain?
I skied 10 days actually before I came out here, so like I didn't really have a home mountain.
So you came here and like kind of learned to ski more or less?
More or less. Like I could get around, but
okay. So did you do schooling and like your sort of, did you do a bit of career stuff first before you came out west, or?
I went to uni for 4 years and then did traveling for a year basically, and then I was like, I'll come out
Did
west.
you travel before or after you finished your degree?
After,
perfect. Yeah. Okay, so you sealed up your degree, finish it off. Where'd you travel to?
I did the classic Australia, New Zealand, and Southeast Asia.
Very nice. Oh, so and Southeast. How long? In total?
5 months.
Yeah. Perfect. And you were how old when you did that?
22.
Oh shit, dude. Perfect. Oh man, I wish I did.
Yeah. Like, well, the thing is, lectures, right? People don't get that at university, and you guys probably understand. Did you do a university degree too? Where did you do for school, or like, did you finish high school? Like,
I went to fashion business.
Fashion business. That's great. Yeah. So like, when did you start that? Did you do anything after high school first, or did you like go to fashion business right away? What was your situation? Because I think that's a legit like way to go, especially in today's economy. So yeah, I'm just curious, like if you don't mind talking about it, what you did.
No, I finished high school. Then I went to college.
Okay. Yeah. And what college in Ontario? Is that in Ontario?
Yep.
Toronto, like GTA area. Okay. And then you worked in Toronto for a while, in that field.
No, I moved right over here.
And did you work in this like area? Did you work in that field in this area?
I think I worked in Toronto for a bit, and then I came here.
Okay.
And I was like, fuck it. Just gonna travel and be fucking cool.
fuck yeah, that's a very portable education. That's good that you did that.
Very happy.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I almost got in a fight with a guy here. Like, I walked by you sitting here. This was 3 nights. I just speak fast. Yeah, I'm sorry. I try to purposely pace myself and slow myself down when I talk to people.
Shh. I'm like,
your parents say that to you too?
yeah. They're like,
Shh. Where's this guy? But it's fun because like you run faster, even if you're talking slow. All of a sudden, like you're like, oh shit, like I can.
Nah,
so like if I see that guy running,
you've been raised.
well, my clock, like my CPU runs like a little quicker than most, and it's like Joe Rogan said about hogs. He's like, yo, Robert Plant. Are you guys classic rock fans? Robert Plant's got a big hog. Fucking. You know, he's got this hog in his pants. He pushes it to the side and shit. A big hog, like a big dick. And he pushes it to the side, and then so Rogan in his recent podcast, he's had like 1,200 podcasts that are over 2 hours each long, and he has 5 million subscribers. And I love this guy. He changed my life. A lot of his cadence of speech is why I do this, because I listened to him a lot of the time when I was working. Driving tractors.
Have you thought about like the most interesting way, or like
you
the
learn
only way I
cadence
can
of
interest
speech
it? Like I need to watch your face.
Yeah.
So you need to film your face.
I have to film my face?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to film ourselves talking, is what you're saying. And you're
So I'll speed up the YouTube video, and I need to watch your face.
Mm.
If it's other people's faces, I will not watch.
Yeah, I have no I never took any film school or anything, so I have no idea. I just fuck around.
And that's the
kind
kind of character that I'm looking for in this podcast. So I don't really care if people get bored and tune out. Like my mom watched it and she loved my first episode because I do some really hardcore skiing for the first 5 minutes, and then it gets really cerebral. And I put some philosophy, some Alan Watts, and then she kind of tunes out and pulls out her phone. But my dad's eating popcorn and watching it because I showed them a bit of a pre-release. And they were really stoked on it, right? So I'm like, well, I don't really care if people don't want to watch it. I'm not marketing to anybody. I'm marketing in a sense that hey, this is what I'm doing. But if you're not into it, you don't have to be into it. So that's those events. The Slush Cup, where it's people ski down Whistler and then they.
I'll be there tomorrow.
And you're going to Slush Cup? Oh, okay. I don't have to you guys aren't tourists. I don't have to tell you guys what's up around here. That's what I'm saying. Oh, that as well. Yeah, I think the Peak to Peak gondola is going to be a busy gondola tomorrow because
at the same time.
Yeah, it starts at 11 and the other one's at 12, right? So I'm going to spend an hour and a half at Couloir. I'm going to cross over and then I'm going to try to
catch a Slush Cup.
And the thing is, I don't know anything about it. I just saw it on Facebook, so I'm like, okay, I know that because I've been to big white slush cups in Kelowna, so I know that they're fun. And I'm like, can I participate? Because they said onesie, and I ski in a one-piece ski suit. So I'm like, man, I don't mind crashing. I'll just take my phone out of my pocket, my wallet, my keys. And so my dad's like, yeah, because he lives up here, and he's like, hey, I'll come out with you and film you if you do the slush cup. So I'm gonna try that tomorrow, and that's gonna be it. So you're going up tomorrow, yeah? What I'll do is I'll take your, if you guys are agreeable, I'll take your numbers down at the end of the night.
I love meeting people like yourselves, and I'm glad you guys are talking because this is cool. Like, I don't think much is going on right now. It's a weeknight, and it's probably like 2:30 in the morning, so this is all right. Like, what time is it? 2:45? Okay.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Me too. I don't even think I'm gonna walk around anymore. Oh, 3 o'clock. Yeah, I was gonna get some pizza. That's why I came out in the first place. So, can I shake your hand?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Appreciate it.
See the Slush Cup tomorrow.
Yeah, likewise. Maybe I'll take your phone numbers down if that's cool with you.
Skiing?
What am I skiing?
Yeah, what do you would say a onesie? What color?
Look at my podcast. Yeah. All right, so it's 2:48. So I kind of don't think anything's going on anymore. Pretty quiet in the square. Mojo's is done. So we're just gonna get a little pizza. That's always fun. And then I'll probably call you, Nina, for a ride back. And we'll just chalk this up to a night of a quick run. Try to get to bed by like 3:15 a.m. because we gotta get up for the sedan race and for the Slush Cup. So, all right, folks.
What is over, right?
Oh, I gotta get cash.
Damn. Oh, whatever. Let's use the ATM tonight.
What's up, Rose? So I can have this whole fucking thing for $10 is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
And then $2 for you, my friend.
Oh, you're a legend.
Thank you. You guys are fucking awesome. I love this shit. No beef and blue tonight, but there's a pesto. Oh yeah, very nice. Thanks, buddy. Oh,
Enjoy.
Yeah, give me 8, or give me a 5. Fuck yeah. Cheers, buddy. Have a good night, buddy. Cheers. Have a good night, guys. Cheers.
Man. So I went in there and asked if they're still serving because it was like $2.50. And they had this bad boy on the counter. And I'm like, well, can I have 2 pieces? Are you guys going to take that home? And they're like, no, we're unloading it. And I'm like, well, how much? And they're like, $10. I'm like, sold, sir. 10 for the business and 2 for you guys. And then I ended up giving them 15. I'm stoked for that. So it's almost 3 a.m. I got to get to bed soon. The bus comes at 3:07, I think, unless it's a different time tonight. But we'll see what happens, and we're gonna get up tomorrow and check out Sedan, and we're also gonna check out the other one, Slush Cup. So, all right, folks, from Whistler Village, BC, checking out at 3 o'clock in the morning on April 12th. Cheers to Fat Tony's Pizza. So the quality on this pizza is just absurd, folks, for late night pizza. And this is like real, like Costco style fucking flakes of Parmesan on this fucking pizza with real olives and artichokes, for fuck's sakes. This one here was really tasty with the potatoes and
Oh man, I haven't even had the pesto yet. Pesto 3 cheese or whatever it is. But man, Fat Tony's. You guys are like, I'm so lucky to be in this establishment with Sir Blackcomb. You guys are fucking awesome. Like, god damn it. Fat Tony's, like, Perfect. Not even hungry. It's so good. But maybe we'll call you Nina and go back. That was a fun little joint this evening. And now I have some lunch for tomorrow too after skiing. Cheers. 3:04 a.m. Nice hefty artichokes, Fat Tony's. Goddamn. You guys made my night again after Nina Sung made my night earlier. So we got you Nina on the horn. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, not too bad.
You burning one or you smoking a cigarette?
Sorry?
You smoking a cigarette or you smoking a J?
Oh, cigarette. I was smoking a doobie as soon as I get home.
Yeah. How's your night been?
Yeah, good, man. I think I just served you that pizza.
You want a piece?
Nah, fuck, man.
I've got like 4 left. You could have one, man.
I really
That was really yeah, that was you. Fuck yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
that was really cool, man.
Well,
Do you guys get to keep all the tips or how does that work?
We split them between the 3 of us. It's not bad.
Is Joel still work there? Joel?
Briggs?
Joel, I don't know his last name, but when
Short, brown.
Short hair, like kind of like my hair, but like
man,
about my height, maybe a little shorter than me.
Last shift tomorrow, he's heading back to Oz.
Oh shit. Because like 2 years ago when I worked at the Barefoot Bistro, I'd be there like every night at 1 in the morning to get like 4 slices to go back to Vancouver in my car.
Yeah.
And he would serve me and he'd sometimes hook me up and I'd tip him and stuff. So he was a cool guy.
Yeah, man, he's a fucking legend.
You guys have always been cool, man. So yeah, I'm stoked. Like
Awesome.
I was just saying tonight, like this fucking pizza, man, like the artichoke, like everything, like I can't believe you guys had one ready like that. That I was hoping to maybe get like 2-3 pieces, but like
End of the night, man, is the best time to come.
I know.
I honestly like. I can't.
That's why I came into town, man, because I thought like Ski and Snowboard Festival, maybe something's going on. I missed the 2 o'clock. I like to come in at like midnight.
Yeah.
So like it was too late. It was like 2:10, but I'm like, well, I'll get a pizza at the very least. So, and then I'll come back at like 3 o'clock. You know.
Quite a night. Last night was fucking busy. I had that like the last ski tour up at GLC, and then had like that stage going with bands and shit. It was fucking rammed. So busy.
Because tonight was that the hip hop, old school hip hop thing, right?
Yeah,
At GLC.
yeah.
I was hoping to go to that, but it didn't quite work out. But at least I got your guys'
You
pizza.
got a czar.
I got a fucking Zaw, straight up fucking hefty one. You sure you don't want a piece?
Man,
I guess you have enough of that shit all the time.
To be honest, man, I can't eat the fucking pizza anymore. I work there like 5 days a week and just fucking eat pizza all week. And, starting to get fat and shit.
That's the thing. Yeah.
So fucked.
I use it as like extra carbs, but I know it's horrible for me. Like this doughy, beautiful crust is so bad for you. Sticks to your gut and shit. You shit like a motherfucker the next day.
God, yeah.
But that's why I eat it like in bulk. I'll eat a full pizza. The next day I'll shit like a racehorse for like half an hour. I'm like, oh, and then I'll be good again. I'll have some fish oil. It'll all slip out. It'll be okay. yeah.
Just a non-wipe shit, real clean one.
Pretty much, yeah. And then I take a shower immediately after. Oh boy. I'm taking a cab tonight then, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Cool. I'm trying to debate. I know one of the cab drivers. She's really cool. I might take her cab. But the bus I was looking at too. So, what's your name again?
Ren.
Ren?
Yeah,
like
man.
W-R-E-N?
R-E-N, yeah.
R-E-N. Derek, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Have a good night, brother.
You too, man.
So it's 3:23 a.m. I ate all my pizza, full of one. Yeah, I know. I needed the carbs. And yeah, I'm out of luck for buses at this time in the morning, so I'm gonna have to call Yanina and hopefully she's working. She said she's working till 5. So over and out, everyone. I hope you guys all enjoyed episode 2 of the podcast. Subscribe and like. From beautiful Whistler, BC, the Skicast, episode 2. So Yanina's coming to pick me up. It's like 3:24 in the morning, and I thought this was kind of fun. I love Elon Musk, man. We need more people like that building tunnels underneath LA.
So there is a cab here, but I'm waiting for you, Nina. Have a good night, folks.
To me, and he's like, "You're not allowed to drop off here." And I'm like, "It's not going to harm anything.
Okay.
I'll just drop off, and then I'll join the loop."
Yeah.
Go all the way through the loop.
Okay.
You're not allowed to do that.
What
Ever since then, he's had a fucking
So I just literally watched him pull up to you and be like, "You're a shitty driver," and he threw a gang sign to you almost and like drove away. Like, what the fuck? Like, anyways, have a good night, man. I think that might be my ride. Oh, maybe not. I'm waiting for you, Nina. Somebody from Whistler Taxi. She's coming here tonight. I just know her personally, so yeah. I just want to say that was fucking stupid. He was super hostile to you, man. That was like bullshit. But have a good night. It's like, what do they call that again? Like the scarcity mentality or something, where it's like we all get tunnel vision. Because you mentioned tunnel, doggy dog. You mentioned tunnel vision, where it's like, like we get stuck in this idea that like we have to like attack other people who are in our profession because they're doing what we're doing and they could possibly overtake us, right?
Yeah,
but
that's part of it, or that like I said, that you have to park in a certain place, you have to go in the queue in a certain way, you have to. It's like, no, we're adults. If something turns up and we have to do a different sequence, then
we can take a higher consciousness. Like we can understand that sometimes things deviate from the norm.
Right,
like,
as long as you're practicing courtesy.
We're still human. Yeah.
Humans even misinterpret courtesy between each other. So, but I think part of, you were talking about the word mature. The maturity part says, well, I guess they messed up this time. They must be tired. They have issues. They're distracted. A, B, C, or D.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what?
You can rationalize it away. Yeah. You can pick something and find an excuse.
Because we've all been there.
That's how everything is dealt with in today's life in the 21st century. Like, you rationalize an excuse, you double think something to the point where people think it's going to happen. When it doesn't, you make an excuse that makes sense. And everybody writes it off. And then you go on with the next thing, and everyone's attention span is so short that, like, nobody cares. So it's like...
Honestly, it's in this life, the reality that people may not understand removes is very high. And so just cut them slack and just leave it as, well, they don't understand, they don't know. And given the opportunity, if you have tact, like we talked about before, and you think you can bridge the conflict in a way that's solution oriented, then you can actually venture. If not, the reality is we all make mistakes. So cut each other slack and just keep going.
yeah. That's about as easy as you can get. And unless you have any egotistic reasons, why would you not do that? Like, why would you not just chill?
It is difficult because
It's fun to gratify your ego from time to time.
Well,
get a little kick on your shift.
That is how most of us function.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
we're in the lower level of paradigm. Like, we still are addicted to those little dopamine kicks from, like, besting somebody morally, you know?
But there is a power, if you want, outside of yourself that you can call on to not just make a mental assent of what you think is right or should be done, but then the actual power to do it. So I shouldn't speak, so because it's not going to be useful in this moment, so then you call on that higher power to give you the moment to just relax you and say, maybe it'll be dealt with another time, or I've made the same mistakes and other people have not said anything.
It's like a reassurance, that you get that doesn't make sense. Do you think that's your internal thought process, like, that releases dopamine, or do you think that's God intervening?
You have the thought that you need the help because education or understanding.
So do you think that reaching the understanding is what gives you the dopamine kick, or is there something intervening?
No, you're halfway there. Once you realize you have a need, that I need to hold back. My natural tendency is, look, I want to fight for myself. I have a reputation to keep, or a reputation for my company, or whatever excuse you want to say.
Yeah.
But the actual power to do what's right is not necessarily in our reach.
Okay.
And so I believe that there is a higher power that wants to help us be successful, be all the person that we can and should be.
had the experience already. Yeah.
Right? To say I can do what's right.
So then you
even
have
at
the
a
flag
late
that comes
hour,
up a second time.
A
where you're
late
like,
hour, maybe I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm distracted, I have other things on my mind.
And it's hard to. David D'Angelo, a really good guy who gave some good advice. I got into him probably 6 years ago for a good year. Listened to him while I was at work, and he said he basically uses the term internal frame of reference, and he says it. We have internal and external frame of references, and the goal should be to shift your frame of reference inwards. So you have an internal frame of reference. So you look at life and the world and think like, is life making sense in my paradigm versus do I fit into this world? Because if you assess it based on your own knowledge and what you know to be true, then like there's no way to like you're not judging yourself against the external paradigm. So I found that interesting.
Well,
like that's kind of what you're getting at a little
long
with
as
what
your
you said.
paradigm or the plumb line is correct.
Yeah, you can't be facetious. You can't be too like cocky, right?
No,
So the
no,
plumb line, yeah, that's a wow, what a great line. As long as the plumb line is correct.
Right.
Wow, Yanina, that was beautiful.
Right?
Wow,
Because
as long as the plumb line is correct. It's like carpentry.
But you know what I'm trying to say? That the
100% I
reality
do.
is that I grew up in a certain home. Maybe my culture, my home, my religion, whatever, gave me a certain plumb line, and it might have been wrong.
That's true. Yeah,
So-
yeah, that's a great
so
point
that's
too.
why it's so important that if you address a question, the metaphysical question, is there a designer? Is there a God out there? Perhaps because he's with us, but he's also bigger than us. Maybe he has the plumb line that we can trust.
Ooh, that's the best argument I've heard for religion in my whole life, in 28 years of being alive. Honestly, like that's the only religion argument I've entertained after 50% of the argument was made. And like I'm still, the jury's still out on that. Like,
Because if
wow.
I told you that there are...
I just pulled up cash. I know I have it
the,
somewhere.
in Papua New Guinea, which is in Indonesia,
Yeah,
it's perfectly legal and all right to steal.
it is. In Papua New Guinea? Shit. So what happens then?
So-
How long has
so
that been the case?
It's been like that, well, when people first discovered the place. I don't know if culture...
So that's just how they roll. Okay,
Right?
okay.
But
yeah.
if I said to you that there is such a thing as absolute truth,
Okay.
and it's absolutely wrong that once somebody has a possession, either that they earned it or it was given to them by heritage, that it's theirs, that it's wrong to take it without asking, then they would say, well, we don't think so. So they have a right to say what they're saying.
Because if you can't defend it,
I have a
then
right to say it.
that's biology too.
But if there was, like I said, an absolute plumb line
It would intervene in that case.
from the maker of all creation, and he says, you know what, I want you to value each other and what each other values, and in order to do that, if you have something, or sorry, he or she has something and you want to use it, borrow, whatever, buy it, you need to do the right procedure and face up, to what the need is.
Yeah,
okay?
it's like if you are a good person and you want to do good in this world, you can just go be like a woofer and farm on an organic farm and get room and board for free and like be a good person and not be a dick to people, and you can live for free. So like realistically, like what you're saying is that like, yes, like you can put yourself in a position where you're expressing that good part of yourself. And it's like the creator will give you opportunities to do so. Because I think that's kind of what I guess I'm having trouble now, because ever since 25, I've started to like see these creator kind of things happening, and I don't want to like be religious because I've never grown up that way, but I can't rationalize it scientifically. So there's certain things that I'm like, well, they have to maybe be religious, but maybe they're just really good coincidences. But then I like your argument. That's why I said you made the best argument for religion that I've ever had.
I'm going to see the series, a gentleman that put the thoughts together in a very interesting way, because he didn't grow up Christian either. But there was an overwhelming thought in his mind, and that's that if there is a God, because he wanted to address the question because he's cerebral like yourself.
Okay.
He's like, this God, designer, creator, whatever, he has to answer the question of why he's allowing so much suffering to happen.
Okay.
It needs to legitimately
Yeah, I've
be
always been
answered.
curious about that too. And they always say, well, God has a plan, a divine plan, but that doesn't, I don't buy that, like,
Well,
why is there so much suffering? Is it to give buffer and so we can understand paradise?
That designer, that creator has feelings because, okay, here it goes. This is philosophy 101, okay?
All right.
Let's see if you can handle it.
Okay.
So if we are a creature by a creator, and we have feelings, by definition, he has to have feelings.
Okay.
Because he makes
He created us. And so he
after-
had to know what feelings were like in order to create feelings.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Ooh, you blew my mind. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so you understand? You understand?
I'm gonna
that?
sleep well tonight. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so Did you have braces before, or did you just get that?
No, I've had them for almost 2 years.
Oh, your teeth look nice. Yeah. Thank you so much again.
Okay.
This has been lovely. Thank you. You're great. And I will call you again. I'm glad I have your card again. So I'll call you next time I do something stupid like this. No, please accept that. I really enjoyed Philosophy 101 tonight. Cheers.
Man, that was awesome. I love you, Nina. She's so cool. Anyways, I don't know what time it is. All right, it's 3:44, so this is going to be the official over and out. Hopefully we, so I'm going to get up around 9 tomorrow. So I'll get to bed by 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 hours of sleep. And we're going to hit the sedan and the slush cup. We'll see how that goes. And then we will see what happens after that. So everybody have a good night from beautiful Alpine Meadows, BC. Over and out.